Welcome, collectors and hobby enthusiasts. In this edition of Diecast Emporium, we're going to be checking out this, the latest Hot Wheels Fast and Furious 5-pack. Now, unfortunately, we really have seen all 5 of these releases before, so there's not too much to get excited about in here. Now, of course, they're going to have different rims than have been released before, maybe a different interior, maybe a little bit different tampo details, but the fact remains that all of these castings and these character vehicles have been released previously in the Hot Wheels Fast and Furious universe. With that out of the way, though, I am most interested in DK's Z and Brian O'Connor's Evolution, just because I want to see what the differences are, and because they're 2 major vehicles in the franchise, whereas these 3 are really minor character vehicles throughout the movie. So let's take a look at the packaging before we get these out on the spinning table. On the side, you can see each of the vehicle's description and the movie that they coincide with. So the 61 Impala was from The Fate of the Furious, which is the latest movie in the franchise. The GT40 was from Fast 5. The 72 Ford Gran Torino Sport was from the 4th movie, simply titled Fast and Furious, that came out in 2009. The Lancer Evolution from Too Fast, Too Furious. And then finally, the Nissan 350Z or 350Z, take your pick, was from the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. On the back, you can see all the different copyright information: Universal Studios, GM, officially licensed Ford product, Mitsubishi Motors, and Nissan. There's a picture of the Lancer on the back with the Fast and Furious logo. All right, with that out of the way, let's get this thing open, and we're going to put each one of these on the spinning table and go into detail about each one of these vehicles. Now, I love all of the releases that Hot Wheels, and specifically Mattel, does for Fast and Furious and Universal Studios, but honestly, I feel as though maybe they're getting a little bit too repetitive if they're running out of vehicles to do, that they're coming up on a 5-pack of all doubles, if you will, or all stuff that's been out before. That said, I am interested in seeing the latest the latest premium set that is expected to come out in a couple months. So I am very excited to see that. All right, so the first car, as we've said, is the 61 Impala. Now, this was in the latest movie, so The Fate of the Furious, and it was driven by Dom, which is really, if you want to get down to it, one of the 2 main characters, or arguably the main character in all of the Fast and Furious movies. As far as the car goes, this has been released in premium, so again, I'm not really sure what it's doing in a 5-pack, and it's been released in the basic range. So again, not really sure what it's doing here, but it is a 61 Impala. It's a very popular vehicle. You can see that it's mainly red. It's got the stripe on it. No detailing in the front, no detailing in the rear. Again, I'm not sure if it's been released with these style wheels on it. You can see Impala on the back. There's the underside detail if you wish to see that, which hopefully the camera will focus in on. Made in Indonesia, 61 Impala, trademark GM, copyright 2011. All right, let's move on to the next car. This is the Ford GT. This is the, I knew I was going to get that confused. This is the Ford GT40, not the GT. This is the original GT40, the car that Ford built to take down the legendary Ferraris at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This one is a 1965 version. The car that appeared in the movie, Fast 5, was actually not a real, as this wants to take off and not even stay in the frame. But the one that appeared in the movie, GT5, or Fast 5 rather, was not even a real GT40. It was a clone car that they built specifically for the movie. And you'll see it right in the beginning during the train heist, and it's driven by Mia, who is Brian O'Connor, Paul Walker's character, love interest, and she drives it back to their hideout where they find that this has a program chip in it. So again, not a huge important vehicle in terms of the franchise, but it's nice. You can see it has the white racing stripes. Obviously, the GT40 is a legendary car in motorsport. You can see that the engine has been modeled somewhat in plastic in the rear window, as you can see there. Black interior, mostly metal. The base is plastic. This is a really old Hot Wheels casting. I remember having GT40s as a kid, and that is validated by the copyright date there. This casting is over 20 years old. Copyright 1999 Mattel, made in Indonesia. It has a base code of, I think that's a K51. And we have seen GT40s released many times, once again, in the Fast and Furious collections over the years and the Walmart sets. There was one released in this shade of blue, and then I distinctly remember a much lighter shade of blue. One of these days, I'll have to show you guys the entire collection of Fast and Furious Hot Wheels cars. I think I have like 99% of them. There might be one or two I'm missing, but I've got most of them. If you guys would like to see that, let me know down in the comment section below. Maybe I can throw that together on a Saturday afternoon for you. All right, next up. Speaking of Fords, we have the 72 Ford Gran Torino Sport. This was in Fast and Furious, really the fourth movie where they just, it's the reboot of the series, so they just entitled it Fast and Furious, but it's really the fourth movie. Long story, it kind of goes out of order if you're not familiar with the Fast franchise, but hopefully most of you are if you're watching this video. Anyway, there's the car. This was driven by Phoenix, which was one of the antagonists in the film. Again, not a super major character other than in that particular movie. He doesn't really appear throughout. As for the car, I do like the green that's on here. I think the wheels are new to this casting, but again, we have seen this Torino in so many of the other Fast and Furious packs before. I don't think it's been made in... Yes, it has. It has been made in premium. I think. Could be wrong. You guys for sure will let me know. I do like the chrome that's been used appropriately from the front, the chrome interior, obviously the white stripe, and it does have a little bit of that metallic flake in the paint. Underneath this, again, if you want to see it, copyright 2010, made in Indonesia, 72 Ford Gran Torino, also N51 base code, if you can see on your screen there. All right, next up. These are the two I was really most looking forward to. We have the Lancer Evolution, or Evolution. This is from Too Fast, Too Furious. This is a 2002 model year car. It was driven by, of course, Brian O'Connor. Now, while we're on the subject of Too Fast, Too Furious, I don't know why Mattel, I'm sure it has something to do with licensing, because if they were able to, I'm sure it would have been done already. But they really need to do the Eclipse from Too Fast, Too Furious. Because this vehicle and the Eclipse play such a major part of that movie, and it boggles the mind why that purple Eclipse Spider convertible has not been done yet. Maybe they're holding out for it to appear and debut in one of the Fast premium sets. I just don't know. This car, though, again, driven by the late Paul Walker, his character Brian O'Connor. One of my favorites. I don't know if it has to do with the paint scheme that they did or just the fact that the Evo is just, forgive my French, a badass car. It just looks great. And this is, to my knowledge, only the second release that we've seen it done by Hot Wheels for Fast and Furious. I think the first time was in one of the Walmart 5-piece sets, one of the Walmart sets that you could get exclusively there, the 99-cent sets, and then we've seen it obviously in this 5-pack. So that's the story on this car. If you look underneath, copyright 2003 Mitsubishi Evo, made in Indonesia, base code N51 again, so it appears that these were all maybe modified or maybe produced for this set with the same base code. Alright, to end the video, if the Evo's not your favorite and the GT40's not your favorite, then this will definitely be it. This is the Nissan 350Z or 350Z for our friends across the big pond. So this is driven by the main antagonist or bad guy in Tokyo Drift, which really up until the last film in the franchise was the most recent film in terms of chronological order. I know, it's confusing. But this is driven by Taguchi, more commonly known as Drift King. And this car really has some great deco work done on it. It may not come across because my camera is, of course, acting up tonight. But if you look at it, you can see, not so much on this side, but I do want to show you the transition from gray to black, which is accurate to the movie. There's the black on the hood, the Nissan logo up front. But pay particular attention to the incredible graphic design, the tribal logos and such on this side, which again is pretty accurate to the movie for this car, and it fits this character very, very well. If you want to look at the back, there you go. But it's pretty unusual, at least in this basic range, to have decos on the roof, on this side, on that side. Usually, you're only going to get it on 2 sides, plus you have the taillights on the rear if you want to really call that. So this car really got a little bit of extra treatment on it. As for the base information on this, this is another, well, actually, the car itself is die-cast, and the base on here is also metal. So yeah, this is like a special car. Anyway, copyright 2005 Mattel, Nissan 350Z. Made in Indonesia, and again, that base code N51 for those that are interested in seeing that. So I think this one is going to take the place of the Evo in terms of my favorite in this set, but what I am most interested in is which one of these is your favorite in this set, and is this set worth your $5 and picking up? Now, I know it's only a $5 set, but again, we have already seen all of these cars released previously, and I was really hoping when we saw this 5-pack that there'd be at least one new car that we've never seen before, such as the new Walmart set that came out with, what was it, the Dodge Charger, that green car that they used. I think it was in Furious 7 or something, that off-road Charger, that green one. That we've never seen before, so that was kind of nice. Everything else, again, we have seen already released before. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care and be safe. I will see you in the next review.